Yes, folks, it's awesome. Welcome to another edition of the Housecoat Chat number 3. Yes, we are moving on up. We are going to try and keep this going, and we are going to keep talking, and hopefully you will be listening to the dude in the housecoat. Yes, this is Housecoat Chat number 3, and boy, oh boy, what can I say? Exciting news in the world with the Victoria Nuland stepping down on the State Department of the United States. I don't know who her replacement is, but thankfully she is on the way out the door, folks. Probably all has to do with the fiasco in Ukraine. I'm not going to talk too much about it. All that I will say is that I would love peace and the people in the ivory tower to go off planet. For you to make what is going on in this world to cause suffering and misery, you ivory tower people need to leave off planet, folks. Yes, no wars, no wars, people. We don't want wars. They suck. People die, and for what? Some guy in the top wanting more? How about that person leave, right? Let's get them out the door. Let's raise our vibrations and make this world a better place, right? Raise it, folks. Get up there. Be positive. Do whatever it takes. Yes, get out there and be positive. Victoria Nuland resigning is good news for the world. Hopefully, we have a kinder and gentler United States Department. I doubt it, but it is good news, folks. She is a terrible, terrible person and has caused a lot of death and destruction with her planning around the world. Not just Ukraine, there's Libya, Benghazi, you name it, she's involved with it, and all those ilks that she has done. Yes, and let's get on to it. What is going on in British Columbia? I hear we're going to have meth for free. We have something called the Foundry, which is supposed to help children as a open consumption site. Am I hearing this correctly? Our own government is going to start killing our children. Thankfully, the child that I helped raise is grown up and raising the children of his own. I would not want to have the anguish a parent has nowadays living in British Columbia. Yes, I don't understand you, Mr. Abbey. You need to resign. Can't say you're a British Columbian? My God, what are you trying to do? Seriously, think about that one. You can't say you're a British Columbian because somebody that's not from here might be offended. Well, this is the province of British Columbia, resides in the country of Canada, on the continent of North America, on planet Earth. What's next? We can't call ourselves Earthlings because an alien flew down, we might offend them. Give it a shake, David Edby. You and the ilks that are running the government in BC are despicable, deplorable, and downright uncaring. Yes, uncaring. The carbon tax is doing exactly what for us British Columbians? Not a darn thing, but making us poor. The great pouring of society in British Columbia. Yeah, we don't get no carbon rebates from the federal government. You know, I'm on disability. Yes, whatever small chunk of change that you're giving me back, David Ebby, still does not help me one bit because the excess that I'm paying into the carbon tax and all the other taxes is taking way too much from me and other people. I am grateful for what I have, that I'm trying to own a home, I'm trying to keep my head above water, but there are plenty of people out there that are suffering beyond what I have. And I hope that with my introduction to my MLA that I need help regarding stuff that is like home ownership and being disabled. I need help because I am just above the threshold for help from the BC government, kind of done that way by design, just like all the other programs that are being done federally, the pharmacare, the dental plan, the child daycare. Do you know anybody that's benefiting from any of those things? I know it's not provincial, it's federal stuff that I just mentioned, but really, if you are 87 years old and you already have dental insurance, and you cancel, guess what? You don't get the Canadian government version. And as a kicker, nobody is signing up on the dental program because nobody wants to lose money. as a dentist. So it is a sham, folks. All we have going on in our country is a celebration of abs. That's right, folks, a celebration of abs. Look how successful the Liberal Party is. We put up a poster claiming we built homes, right? Sean Fraser has stated, now listen to me very carefully, has stated that none of the money that we have put up, which is in the billions, folks, in the billions with a B, has not actually gone to any actual home constructions. And yet we have Chrystia Freeland proudly proclaiming that we are building 500,000 homes for Canadians. No. I mean, it's out there. All you have to do, people, is look. I know I'm a dude in a housecoat, but take some time. You know, when you got your iPad out, you got your phone, the computer, whatever. Do a little research, just like I will talk about Arif, our new Justice Minister, and his online bill for child harm. Bill C-63. I believe I've been calling it Bill 6 or 36. My apologies if you've heard that in a previous video. Like I said, I'm kind of new, but I'm open and honest, and I'm willing to admit a mistake that I did, unlike Rachel G., who has not yet announced an apology of any kind on any of the things that she has done. Yes, people, do some research. Go look around. There's plenty of stuff out there to help you make decisions. Now, to get back to this online harm act, the only thing it's going to do is cut my tongue out and throw it away. That is what the Online Harm Act is going to do. Arbitrarily, somebody in a position of power, on their whim, on the wording of the law. If you look in the wording of the law, people, read the entirety of the bill. Read it. You will be shocked. Take a few minutes, take some time, whatever, and earn it. Folks, earn your time to look at something. That's right. I'm going to say it that way. Earn your time to look up information that are important. All this Bill 63 is going to do is have some bureaucrat who's unelected make decisions to give you house arrest based on a presumption that you may do something down the road. That is the Minority Report movie with Tom Cruise. So 1984, that is beyond comprehension for a Western democratic society to run. This man is not even born in Canada, people. He's not even born or from Canada. And he's going to make these decisions. Like him saying that the violence was going to happen with the trucker convoy. No, it wasn't. There was no violence whatsoever, really. That was one of the most best peaceful protests that I have witnessed throughout my life. There's not many protests that have lasted that long and were that peaceful, and yet the government had to throw the jackboots down and almost brought the tanks. Right, Mr. Lamati? Right, Mr. Marco Medicino, if I said your name correctly? The messages are out there for all of us to see, and we saw them. You guys should be in jail. Now back to B-63, the bill, right? Here we are saying, oh, we're going to protect the children. But if you were to go back almost a month ago, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, the Supreme Court of Canada struck down the child luring law that was made to protect children from online harm by taking away the penalty of luring a child online. They scrapped it, said it was unusual punishment for the perpetrator. No thought for the victim, like the Amanda Todd, if I'm saying her name correctly, that Arif, whatever his name is exactly again, has said that this bill could have saved her life. You are an asshat for saying that. And to me, if the family is watching this, relatives and friends, my heart and my positive energy, whatever you want to call it, is spent your way. I feel for your loss. I don't like the tragedy that it was, but this bill would not have saved your daughter, considering the child luring laws are being struck down by the federal government, right? You look at California. They're allowing you, say, an adult can have sex with a child that is willing. Enough of that. Let's get away from that for a second because that is not the point of my show. This is the housecoat chat. I'm the dude in the housecoat. I'm giving you information and asking you to go look and check out stuff for yourself. Asking you to raise your vibration, to be aware and make changes in your life. I have been recently to my MLA and my MP's office. I am going back to Prince George, and hopefully I will be making another stop and visit into Todd Doherty's office with a little bit more information and a little bit more knowledge behind me so that I can tell the representative Todd Doherty's office, if Todd Doherty is not there, that I have concerns and we need to raise them in the House of Commons. If enough of us do it, folks, enough of us make a visit to our MLAs, our MPs, we can make a difference in this country. We have to start with us. We need to raise our vibrations. We need to get the positive energy out there, and we need to make it happen. We could say a whole host of things. We could say many things. We could do many things, but the most important thing you can do is actually commit a few minutes and go visit your MLA, MP's office. Be polite, be blunt, and give them your concerns, whether it's the drug use in children in British Columbia under David Enby's NDP government, or it's the Liberals trying to make a law that cuts out the tongue of its citizens under the guise of child protection. Yes, folks, these are my opinions. You can leave a like in the comments. You can tell me I'm wrong in the comments. You can tell me I'm right. I do not care. You can subscribe to my channel if you like. Please do. I'm open for it. I'm only going to talk because I'm a dude in a housecoat and I think the world needs to change from within Canada. And the only way to do that is by raising my voice, raising my energy level, and hopefully having other people feel the same way and they get out there and they do something similar. And that is the truth. And let's find some justice in this world. Thank you.